Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 2. Yeah, last episode was crazy. It was the first episode. We learned a lot. We're kind of learning the world, learning a bunch of characters, learning about this curse energy and all of this stuff. So many things thrown at us in that first episode. We also had the main character, Itadori, who is now possessed by that finger that he ate, and seems like he's going to have kind of like a split personality thing going on. And from the very beginning, it seems like they try to execute him for it. So I don't know if that execution is supposed to be like the last episode, or is that going to be like, are we working our way up in this first little arc kind of thing, you know, or how that's going to work. But we had a bunch of characters. We had Itadori, the main character. We had Gojo, who was talked about. I think he was the guy at the very beginning, right? That like mentioned the execution. We have Fushiguro, who is the guy that is with Itadori at the school, that has the power to like summon the wolves and stuff like that. And then I think that's all the names. We had like he mentioned Zenin Senpai at one point. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure we'll meet him eventually. And then we also had Iguchi and Sasaki, which are the two friends that are in the occultism club, right? So trying to make sure I have all these names down. I had them written down and reviewed them before I started recording, which is basically why I knew them just now. I'm surprised I actually remembered them even from just reading them to now, you know? But anyways, yeah, I'm really excited to get into this episode, guys. I want to see where this show goes because it seems really interesting. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? We are going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh shit. Why aren't the subtitles on? There we go. Okay, so the tattoo's faded because he's in control again. Oh! Hey, it's this guy, Gojo! So casual. Oh my god. I did not expect him to be that way. Sorry, but I ate it. Alright. Oh, the little background track going on. Oh shit. He's gonna fight him? 10 seconds. Oh shit. He's confident. Okay. Megumi. Is that his first name? Megumi Fushiguro? Oh my god. Oh, he let him in. Alright, let's see what he's got. Just a fight right off the bat, I love it. I love it. Damn. I love it. Oh shit. Damn. I love that animation. That was great. Jeez. Jujutsu Sorcerers. Okay. It broke my screen, damn it. Can't watch the rest of this episode, guys. Ten. Alright. Swap back. I think this was also a test by Gojo to test Itadori to see if he can, like, control it at will, and it wasn't just a fluke. Is that gonna knock him out? Oh, okay. I have a feeling the next thing we're gonna see is him in that room for that execution, right? Ooh, potential as a vessel. What does that mean, though? That doesn't sound great. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're back. I did my best. Ooh, another one. 20. Oh, 4 arms. 20 fingers. Jeez. Damn, really? Do they want him to eat more of them? So they want him to eat all 20 and then kill him after. Yeah. Shit. Alright, well, opening time. This is a pretty long little sequence in the beginning there. Cool. It's a, I'd say it's a relatively simple premise, but could be interesting. I imagine, what was it called? Suzuna or whatever? I imagine his power is gonna grow with every finger that he consumes. And that might be an interesting dynamic. He might be able to control it less and less, possibly. Although the smart thing would be to have him eat all the fingers right before they're about to kill him. Like, collect all 19 of them, have him eat all 19, like, back to back to back. But maybe that wouldn't be possible. Maybe he has to do them one at a time, you know? We'll see. Excuse me. They tease Gojo raising the thing that covers his eyes. I wonder if there's something crazy about his eyes or some kind of power. Like a bleach kind of thing. Eye patch that limits his powers. Oh, the Iguchi? Yeah. So he's in the hospital, damn. Shit. Aww. Oh, she doesn't remember him saving them. Yeah. Oh, okay. Some kind of healer or something? Bye-bye. Yeah. Unless they gave him some time to think about it, huh? Jeez, that's brutal. What the hell? Ugh. I hate that. Sukuna. I guess I said it wrong before. Jeez. What is he doing? Is that like a... something of a different culture? It looked like the body was cremated. But then he had to, like, pick up the remains himself? Okay, well, he's just gonna eat it now. 1/10 of the whole. Yeah, I imagine it's gonna make him more powerful, harder to control. Come on, Itadori, you got this. Okay. 1,000 years. Alright, Mr. Protagonist, you're very powerful, or very special. Alright, the music's been really good in this show so far. For Shigeru! Ah, he's changing schools. Alright. Looks crazy. Only 3 of them. Okay, so it looked like a big school, but not a lot of students. Alright. Okay, so it sounds like they do have some kind of healer. That's cool. Either that or treated just means, like, wrapping up his wounds and stuff. Okay. The principal? Oh shit. Ugh. A little bit leaking out, huh? Ugh! Alright. Might be a little draining. Oh, man. Huh. I don't know if I believe that, but who knows? Ooh. That's a hell of a voice. I definitely know that voice actor. What is he from? That old dude's making cute things! I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence. Damn, this guy has a badass voice. God damn it. You fail. That's not good. Cursed corpses. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just bouncing everywhere! What the heck? Jeez. Alright. Jeez. Yeah. A little crazy and highly motivated. Nice. Oh. Oh. Cheap shot. He was thinking. Alright. Oh. That's cool. Nice. Alright, he's in. Alright. His voice actor, I almost think is a character from Hunter x Hunter. It's not Moro, is it? Oh my god. Is that Jennifer Lawrence? He said he loves Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know if that's supposed to be a animated version of Jennifer Lawrence. Oh shit, okay. Wait, so I kind of missed that a little bit. Does that mean he has another one already? Did he eat a third one? Oh, so he can, like, sense it? A locator, yeah. Nice. Oh! Ugh. I, like, felt that. I guess it looked like it hit him on the cheek. That's not as bad. I thought it hit him on the neck. I was like, oh, I don't know why, but getting hit on the neck like that is just, like, the worst. Who's that? Alright. Okay. What is this? Oh, is this the ending? Interesting. I don't know who that was at the end. Maybe another person going to Jujutsu Tech? Are we gonna form, like, a team, maybe, or something? Go Itadori with the dancing! Very interesting style. It's like me trying to color things. I just don't know how to stay in the lines. Oh, this chick. Is this the girl that was just on the train? She has a different outfit on, it seems, but... Gojo! Cool. Neat. What's with the panda? We had the panda in the opening and there. Does someone, like, manipulate a panda with their curse energy or something. Alright, I imagine that's gonna be it. Yep, that's gotta be preview, I imagine. So, that is it for episode 2, guys. Yeah, great, I love it, it's cool. We had another badass fight. Like, the animation was really solid this episode. The animation was good last episode, too. But I loved seeing... Like, that was, like, people fighting giant monsters, you know? I loved seeing, Gojo versus, Suzuna, you know? Or, Itadori as Suzuna. But yeah, that was really neat to see. I love his confidence, too. Like, sometimes a overconfident character can be annoying to me, but I think it depends on what it is. If they're overconfident about their fighting, that tends to be fine for me. It's when they're overconfident in, like, other things that I get annoyed, you know? But so far, he's not the kind of overconfident that annoys me. He's, I very much enjoyed Gojo in this episode, But yeah, so basically that whole execution thing, it's only been put on hold while Itadori consumes all of the fingers, and he had a choice. He could have just died right away, you know, but, I mean, why would you want to die right away when you could die later, you know? But, so we had Itadori deciding that this episode, which is interesting. So there's... 20 fingers. He's consumed 2, maybe 3? I kind of want to jump back to that scene. I wonder if I can. I think that was after... That was after this whole fight and everything, getting him into Jujutsu Tech, right? Okay, all the second and third years are out at the moment, but you'll meet them soon enough. There aren't many of them. There's really no reason for you to fight, too, is there? Oh, yeah, true, because they could just get the fingers. Okay. Yeah, he could just wait here. Okay. Though lazing around... Wow, oh, okay. Would be a funny sight. My bad. I didn't read that line fully, and that's why I wanted to go back. Okay, so this was a what-if situation. So he still has only consumed 2 fingers. Okay. I imagine it's, like, I was gonna say, did they just casually have him consume another finger that easily? But no, it's, that was a what-if situation. Like, just saying, like, oh, it'd be funny to see Fushiguro show up beat up with a finger every time, you know? But, okay, that makes a lot more sense, because... I imagine him consuming these fingers is going to be a big deal because, like, we didn't spend much time with him after he consumed the first one to know, but it seems like Suzuna was able to have a little better of a hold on Itadori here, because after he had the second one, Suzuna started popping out the mouths on his face and talking himself, you know? And I don't know if that's something that would have happened with only one finger, but I can only imagine with the nature of how stories go, is that Suzuna is going to become more powerful with every finger that Itadori consumes, and it's going to make it harder for Itadori to hold him back each time, you know? But yeah, that's interesting. So Gojo mentioned this episode that he believes he's powerful enough to defeat Suzuna even with all of his fingers and everything. But if that was the case, I mean, maybe defeat him in the sense of, like, winning in a fight, but not actually killing him. Because I was gonna say, like, if that's the case, why can't they just gather all the fingers and, like, I don't know, I guess I don't know how bringing him back works. Maybe they need a vessel to absorb them like Itadori is doing. I was gonna say, if you gather all 20 fingers and have them together, would he just, like, reform himself, you know? And then you could just defeat him? But I imagine it's probably that he could win in a fight, but he couldn't actually, like, kill him, which is where Itadori comes in. So, but I also don't know how much of that is overconfidence and maybe even just letting, like, maybe giving Itadori some comfort as well, being like, okay, well, I'm consuming these things, what if I lose control? There's no one that's going to be strong enough to stop him. And that might have been Gojo just being like, trying to keep Itadori with his confidence. I know Itadori never said this during the episode, you know, but I'm just thinking, like, what could be going through his head, and Gojo could be like, okay, well, we want to keep his confidence up so he can keep a hold on this, so I'll just tell him I'm strong enough to fight him. That way, if he ever goes out of control, he thinks that I'll be able to save him, you know? But I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of my interpretation of Gojo saying that. Now, it's very possible that Gojo could beat Suzuna in a fight at full power, you know, but maybe that'll be something we see as the episodes go on, but yeah, pretty cool premise. It definitely, like, you know, reminiscent of other shows. Like, I've never really watched Dragon Ball, but I know they spend a lot of time going through and finding all the Dragon Balls, you know, and there's a certain number of them, and once you find them all, something happens, you know. It's kind of like that, where, you know, there's a certain amount of fingers once he finds them all, stuff like that. There's other shows that do that kind of thing too, I imagine. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but yeah, it's I'm curious as to, are the 20 fingers gonna be like a One Piece thing where, like, we have a lot of, like, side stories and other things going on. It's not always about finding fingers, they're doing other things as well, and they make it so finding all the fingers is something that lasts seasons upon seasons upon seasons, you know, kind of like in One Piece trying to find the One Piece, you know. It's just like something they're striving for, but there's a whole journey along the way. Or is it going to be something where this is just the first arc is finding all the fingers, and something happens that once he finds all the fingers, he actually doesn't get executed, and, like, we go on from there, you know? I don't know which one it's going to be yet. He does already have 2 fingers, but Gojo did say that it's no easy task getting them, so I imagine we're gonna go for a while before he has all 20 fingers. I just don't know if that's gonna be, like, the end of the show, is all 20 fingers, you know, or not, but that's interesting. So yeah, these powers are pretty crazy. Like, Fushiguro seems pretty good, and granted, he is still a student, whereas Gojo's a teacher. I'm fairly certain Gojo's a teacher, right? Because he said, like, my students and stuff like that all the time. So, obviously, Fushiguro still has, like, a lot of room to grow, but it seems like between Fushiguro and Gojo, there's literally no contest. Like, Fushiguro doesn't even seem close to, what's it called? To Gojo. So that'll be something interesting to see these characters grow as well as the episodes go, and I wonder how Itadori is going to fight, because we know he has, like, physical strength and agility and stuff like that. Like, he fought against this cursed doll this episode and was able to wrangle it, you know, but is he going to have to release Suzuna in order to deal with some situations? I imagine so, and then he's just going to have to wrangle him back in every time. Or will he somehow learn how to fight on his own? Will he be able to, like, harness Suzuna's power without bringing forth his personality? That'd be kind of interesting, too. But yeah, I'm curious to see how Itadori fights and stuff like that, and what he learns here at Jujutsu Tech. But yeah, he passed his little test to get into the school. He, you know, stated confidently why he, you know, wants to do this, and basically, you know, in a way, I mean, it's kind of like what the guy said. I don't know if we got a name for him, the guy that interviewed him, but he mentioned, like, you need to have a certain level of craziness as well as a certain level of, like, what was the other thing? He said you need to be crazy enough, and it wasn't strong enough, right? It was like crazy and smart enough or something? Shoot. I don't know how easy it would be to find it. Let's see. Problem is not every... Jeez. Yeah, talking about cursing. Shoot, why can't I remember what it is? I like that line of education is about making people realize things. You get punched in the face. I can't remember where the crazy line is. Shoot. But either way, I really enjoyed that line from him. But, like, I guess, in a way, Itadori's line of being, like, his reasoning, like, at first he was kind of just being like, I don't want to see people die, and the guy was like, well, people are dying left and right from everything in the world. You can't save everyone. So it's got to be, like, more than that. And he managed to narrow it down to, you know, he's always been good at sports, been good at all these different things, yet he's never thought to himself, like, this is only something I can do. You know, it's always been, even if he was the best at something, like they're showing the world record in the first episode when he threw that shot put ball, and he threw it farther than, you know, the world record. Like, that means he is better than everyone at that, but he never really thought that way to himself. But with this, there's no question that he's the only one that can do this. So, in a way, he feels responsible. You know, if he doesn't do this, you know, he said it during the episode, he'd just be lounging around, going to school, taking baths, reading manga, where there's people dying to a finger somewhere in the world, you know, and he thought back to his friends who were getting injured. I like when he was flipping through the manga book, it was like some zombie manga or something, and it actually showed Sasaki in it, if I'm not mistaken. And I like that, like, little symbolism of him, like, just imagining, you know, what happened to his friends, but also happening to other innocent people when he is fully capable of, you know, preventing it from happening. So, and it's something that only he can do. So I liked how he was able to narrow his vision down from just like, hey, my grandfather told me to help people. And I like what the guy that gave him his interview said, where he was like, you're going to end up cursing your grandfather, because it's kind of true that if you spend too long living under this idea of, you know, my grandfather wanted me to protect people, so that's what I'm going to do. And if that's your only motivation for doing it, eventually you might start to hate your grandfather for leaving you with that last wish and end up cursing him by, you know, in that regard, by being like, you know, why did that stupid old man leave me with this? I'm sick of saving people, you know, I want to live my own life, and who knows, something like that. I guess he did say you might curse him when you die, so it might not be like while Itadori is alive, but I guess there could be like residual resentment towards that kind of thing. So that was a interesting concept, and I like that he brought that up. That was pretty cool. And it helped Itadori narrow his view down that, you know, it's not just what his grandfather said. It's also some, like, he wants to do this for himself, not just because his grandfather said to protect people, you know, so. But, yeah. Very cool stuff. I'm into the show. I can't wait to see more. The fighting seems really cool in episode 2, so I can't imagine what it's going to be like in some of the more serious situations where it's not just Gojo goofing off, essentially, but yeah, and I mean, I guess they pretty much said it in the episode, but I realized that when he said let me fight him for 10 seconds and then take control again, fairly certain that was Gojo not fully believing that this kid has control and wanting to see it firsthand. So he was like, okay, release that power, I want to spar with it. And instead of I don't think Gojo was doing it to be like, I want to see how powerful Sukuna is right now. Maybe he was a little bit, but I think he was mainly doing it because he wanted to see if Itadori could actually gain control of Sukuna again, and at a certain time too. Like, it's not just like he can eventually gain control, because if you're not precise with that, like, you're gonna cause people to die if you can't switch back fast enough. So he wanted to make sure that within 10 seconds you can do it, and I'm gonna give you this deadline at 10 seconds, switch back, and he was able to do it pretty much right on 10 seconds. So yeah, he passed that test and everything, but yeah, good stuff, guys. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my, I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I guess if you're watching this on my Patreon too and you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button. I very much appreciate it. This was a Patreon show to start with, so if you check out my Patreon, the link should be popping up on the screen soon, and you will be able to see that, where I have, Patreon exclusives, which are shows that I watched the entire show on my Patreon prior to releasing it onto YouTube. So that means if you're watching episode 2 right now, that means on YouTube, that means every other episode is available on my Patreon. So check that out if you're interested, and I very much appreciate the support, guys. So yeah, I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.